Hey everybody, how's it going? Women Carry Knives here. Welcome back. Today on the table we are going to be taking a look at the Hogue Sig Saur K320 AXG Pro. This is a fabulous knife. Now these go for around $219.95. I have seen it on Knife Center for $119.96. So if you want to grab yourself one, please go and do that. By the way, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. I'd love to have you here all the time. And don't forget to hit that like button for me because it does definitely help the channel. Let's get into some specs on this. What are you going to get for your $119.96 or your $219.95? Well, first off, you're going to get a Hogue knife, Sig Saur. This is just phenomenal, very incredibly well done. The handle material, now I believe this was built for companionship with a gun, which I don't especially remember which one off the top of my head. It is one that I am not able to flip super easy. It is newer, so it does need to be broken in a bit. But it's absolutely awesome. Now, this is actually a Therapeutic Edges, but he was gracious enough to let me carry it around for a couple days and see what I thought. You're going to get an S30V tumbled drop point blade. Beautiful, beautiful blade. Love the shape. Precision sharpening, absolutely beautiful. Hogue knives, as I've always said, same with ProTech, come out of the box just screaming sharp and actually hold their edges very, very well. I've always been very impressed with them. Your handle's going to be black polymer handles. You have the beautiful Able lock on here, which makes it so nice. And of course, you are going to have stainless steel liners in there. One thing I've always liked about a Hogue too is they tend to give you a knife that has 4 positions for the clip. So if you are a lefty out there, this definitely has lefty love. You are going to carry it right or left hand, tip up or tip down. I love the options when they do that. I think it is an absolutely wonderful thing. On the back, I love this thumb ramp. It is so awesome because it's giving you, for me having smaller thumbs, it kind of gives me the option of where I'm going to put my thumb on this. The handle, you do have a little bit of finger placement. I love how it's kind of grooved out here or milled out. I don't know what you guys prefer to call it. For comfort is just absolutely incredible. This knife is so comfortable in hand. Your clip is going to be a smaller, very low profile clip, and it's also going to be a deep carry. And yes, it is a true deep carry and feels wonderful. I don't have a problem with things. Some knives I cannot carry when I go out, maybe walking in yoga pants. This one though, because of the clip and the way it's styled and the way it's shaped, it's not a problem at all. If you, if you prefer to have a lanyard, you can absolutely put a lanyard on this. I'm not personally a lanyard person for my knives. I do carry lanyards for keychains or whatever. I would not put a lanyard on this. I'm not a huge fan of lanyards on my knives. Nothing against lanyards, just not on my knives. So, let's take a look at some of the specs here. Oh, and your what is the word I'm looking for? Sorry, you guys, I'm just kind of at a loss for words. Your milling, your contouring, your texturing, that's the word I'm looking for here, gives you great stability as far as I'm concerned, feeling that it's not going to slip in your hand. And I do love that. And I love the way it's kind of milled out here because that definitely gives you a difference. And then again, with the jimping on the thumb ramp there. All 3 things combined just make this an extremely comfortable knife. Of course, you have their little Able lock. Super comfortable. Let's take a look, as I said, at the specs. We are looking at a 3.5 inch blade with just under a 3/4 inch. Well, actually, it looks like we're looking at about a 3 inch cutting edge there, just shy of that. If we go ahead and close this, we are looking at a 4.5 inch handle, which is going to give us an overall length of 8 inches. So that's a really good size knife. We take a look at this one next to our rat. We are talking a large knife. Now, this is a medium. It's kind of between a medium and a large. I'd call it a margin. So you know me, it's either a small, it's medium, large. Even though I do consider that more of a medium large or a large, it does have a very large feel to it. Why do I say that? Well, let's first take a look back here at the Benchmade. So I consider this as medium, which you see it is just about the same size, just a hair smaller. Why do I say it has more of a medium size feel? Well, it is the way this handle is made. It's got a nice thick handle to it. It is 4.23 ounces. So it's got a nice weight to it for its size compared to something like, the Benchmade, which is much lighter. It's got a great feel to it. There's something about it that feels more like a large size knife. Now, it doesn't look, it's kind of funny. So I have not personally used this one yet. I have carried it. I did use it on some cardboard, but I just cut open a couple of boxes, so nothing big. However, Therapeutic Edge, this is actually his knife, and I have seen him use it, and I know that this thing, it's going to be a workhorse. I mean, this is going to be built to last. For those of you that like it too, this is also made in the USA. So, I've had a couple USA-made blades. I'm not partial to either one. I'm really not. I am partial to whatever I like and whatever fits my hand and whatever's going to do what I need it to do. So this one is absolutely phenomenal. Feels, like I said, it feels really good in hand. As you can see, if I'm holding it a little more diagonally, I'm still going to have about an inch out the back of my hand. There we go. Put it up there so you guys can see that. Still going to have about an inch out the back of my hand. And that's choking up. Now, if I want to get into the choil on here, I can get up even higher, which is absolutely wonderful. You were really able to choke up on this knife. Comfort-wise, everything about it, it's all kind of rounded or chamfered, very smooth. There are no sharp points to it at all as far as the handle is concerned. Very, very comfortable. As I said, your texturing here is absolutely wonderful. Your blade, I actually thought this was going to be a bit sharp. It's really not. It feels really good. Even getting up there on it, you're not, as it doesn't feel like you're going to cut yourself. It's not so sharp that it's going to be, it's very angled. Absolutely it is. But it is not so sharp that it's going to cut your finger or it's going to really wear on you as you are using it. So that is another plus to it. This has been a great knife. I think they're doing great things. I love what Hogue does. I love their little collaboration with Sig Saur. I think that's awesome. And I'd grab one of these if you have a chance. At least get one in hand to see what you think. Do you like it as much as I do? Have you had one in hand? Are you familiar with Hogue or Sig Saur? Let me know. I'd love to see what your opinion on that is. Again, this has been the Hogue Sig K320 AXG Pro. Runs for $219.95 on the Hogue website. However, I have seen it on $119.96 on Knife Center. You guys, this has been a great knife. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, please feel free to leave me a comment or a question down in the comments section. I love talking to you, and I'll answer any question, almost any question that you have. Feel free to leave one down there. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.